Hi D1, happy Monday, good morning. Let's go ahead and let's just jump right into our assignments for today. So first things first, you are on the classroom website. The classroom website is where is going to be our starting point or jumping point, so we know where to go and what to do. So first things first, you are on the home page. I'm going to go ahead and click the assignments tab. I can either just click the assignments button or I can come down to where it says 8-17 to 8-21. I'm going to go ahead and click that one for me. And then I'm going to see that there's the different days of the week. It is Monday, so I'm going to click the Monday button. And now that I am here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see that I have my schedule. So for our morning work, you're going to go ahead, you're going to click our sun. Morning work is always going to be the sun button. And you're going to see that you have a couple of math problems you're going to solve. So I'm just curious, I want to see how your math skills are. I know most of us actually had raised our hand saying that we love math, and math is my favorite subject as well. So I was really excited about that. So I want to see your guys' love for math. And so I'm going to have you guys go ahead. You're going to solve these problems. Please use a piece of scratch paper at home. Just any paper you have lying around, if you can go ahead and use that to kind of help you do your work. Totally fine. I'd rather you show your work than just try and do it all in your head. So please make sure, if you can, grab a piece of scratch paper to help you. And once you have your answer, you're just going to go ahead, click here. You can erase this and put in your number or your answer. And then once you've done that, make sure you submit. And then you're going to move on to your next activity, which is our Zoom. So remember, you just click the little Zoom button and it will take you straight to where you need to be. You don't have to worry about putting in an ID or a password, you just have to click the Zoom button. After our Zoom, we're going to have time to do a technology tutorial. So you're going to watch a video and then you're going to do some practice. So you kind of have two jobs here. So you're going to be learning how to insert a text box, how to create a text box, and then also how to retrieve a deleted item. So retrieve meaning to get back. So say you accidentally deleted your text box and you're like, oh my goodness, like I'm so frustrated. I worked so hard on that. I have a quick little fix for you. So you're gonna click the little YouTube video. It's gonna take you straight to the tutorial.
Hello, third grade.
Oh my goodness, I don't want to hear my voice again. I've heard a lot of it today. So go ahead, you're just going to watch this video. And then once you finish watching this video, you're going to come over here to the Google slide icon, and you have two practice opportunities. You're going to do it in Google Slides and a Google Doc because I cover both in the video. So make sure Google Slide and Google Doc. I'm going to return assignments if I see that students haven't done both. So I'm not going to grade it until you've done both, Google Slide and Google Doc. Once you've done both, I want you to practice deleting the text box and then getting it back, just so that way you guys get comfortable and used to using that tool as much as possible. Then after that, I want you guys to make sure you take a break. I know some of you are getting through your work, and I love that. That's awesome that you guys are so motivated and you want to get your work done. Makes me really excited, but make sure that you do give yourself some time to relax and take a quick break. Whether it's go outside, get some fresh air, or if it's to go get some water and a snack, make sure that you guys are allowing yourself some time to kind of focus on yourself. After that, we are going to move on to our Lunar Profile activity. During our Zoom today, we are going to talk about being caring and principled. What does that mean? What does it look like? And then in today's practice, or in today's assignment, rather, for the Learner Profile, you're going to go ahead and you're going to take what we talked about and what your previous knowledge is around being caring and principled, and you're going to apply that to the assignment. So you're going to click the pencil. And once you click the pencil, it's going to take you right to your assignment. And remember, we're talking about being caring and principled. And so make sure you fill out all sections. I've noticed with some assignments, we're not filling out all the boxes. And I'm going to start, again, returning assignments if I notice that some stuff is missing, and I'm going to highlight it so you know. So make sure you are paying attention I, again, love that we're so motivated that we want to get our work done, but we need to take our time because if we're scholars and we're trying personal best, that means we're taking our time. We want it to be the best that we can make it. And so you're going to go through, make sure your name is on each flag. You have to do it for caring and principled. And then it's going to have you answer the prompts. So I care about blank. I will be more caring with blank. Action to meet this goal will be blank, and I will aim to meet the school by blank. So you're going to tell me, what are you going to do to be more caring? Maybe you're already caring in regards to some other things, but what are you going to do to be more caring? So maybe you're really caring with your family and friends, but maybe you want to be more caring with your schoolwork. Take your time with your schoolwork, right? Maybe you want to be caring with new people, right? Your new classmates. And so you're going to go ahead and you type that there. And then what is your action? How are you going to do that? What are you going to do to make sure that you're more caring with your schoolwork, with your new friends, all that stuff? And then come up with a date, meaning a day that you are going to try and meet that goal by. And you're going to do that for principled as well. And then after that, you're going to move on to zones of regulation. So again, just like our how to insert a text box tutorial, you're going to have 2 jobs for this. So your first job is to watch the video. You need to watch the video before you can do the quick check. Otherwise, you're going to get to the quick check and you're going to be like, what is she talking about? And so if you watch the video, you're going to know what I'm talking about and what my expectations are. So right here, you see these like little road signs. So there's a blue one, a green one, a yellow one, and a red one. And they all look like signs you would see when you're on the road. If you go ahead and click that, it's going to take you to a YouTube video that's going to talk about zones of regulation, what they are. And so if you know what they are, it's going to kind of help you be successful, not just with the quick check, but it's just going to help you be successful with life in general and understanding your emotions and your feelings. So please make sure you watch this. And after you've watched the video, go ahead, you're going to click this little green check mark, and this is going to be your quick check. And with the quick check, it's going to be 10 questions. The first question is always write your name. So write your name. You cannot turn it in unless your name's on there. So make sure that you fill that portion out and then click submit when you're done. I've had a couple of friends who have accidentally gone too fast through these quick checks, and the quick checks are not as forgiving as other assignments where you can go back and you can fix it. So make sure this is one that you really want to make sure you take your time and do personal best. And then you're going to take a break. You're going to have some lunchtime. Make sure you get some food in your belly, take some time to stretch, move around, give yourself that well-deserved break because you've been working so hard. You've been working hard since our first day of school, and it just makes me so happy. So make sure that you do take time for a break. And once you've taken your break, you're going to come back. You're going to listen to another read aloud. This read aloud is called The Most Magnificent Thing. So you're going to click the little book. It's going to take you straight to the video.
And now, the most.
It's going to take you straight to the read aloud. So this read aloud is going to be our start to talking about growth mindset. You guys did a pre-assessment on Friday about where you think you are for the different growth mindset behaviors. And so this is going to be that beginning lesson where we start to talk about growth mindset. So you're going to go ahead, you're going to listen to this read aloud, and you're going to be paying attention while you're reading. How is our main character showing a growth mindset? What is she doing? How is she being positive? What's going on? What are the problems in the story? How is she reacting to the problems? So I want you to think about that as you were doing the read aloud. And then after the read aloud, you're going to go ahead and you're going to click our little brain friend because our little brain is talking about growth mindset. So you're going to go ahead and click him. And then you're going to see that there is a little activity for you. So you're going to go ahead and click it. Remember, you need to watch the read aloud before you can move on to this activity. And now it's going to have you go ahead and complete these different questions. So the first question is, think of a time when you learned something new. What steps did you take to learn it? And so this could be anything. I want you to really think, when I learned something new. We weren't born and we knew everything, right? When we were born, we just didn't know everything, right? That would be too easy. It'd be kind of boring. So think of the time when you learned something new. It could be riding a bike for the first time, learning how to, use chopsticks, something like that. It shouldn't it shouldn't be something like learning to walk or learning to speak, because you are too young to remember that, and you wouldn't really quite remember the steps you took to learn that. So think of something a little bit more recent where you remember. Maybe it was learning how to play a certain sport, and what steps did you take to make that happen? So were you going to practice? Were you having people help you? Think of all those steps that it took to get you to where you are. And then you're going to have a second prompt, and that is, think of a time when you failed at something. How did you feel? What happened after you failed? And so, this is a really important question that I want you guys to make sure that you are taking your time again to respond to, because our failures are really important. And that's going to be something, again, that we talk about more when we talk about growth mindset. So don't be ashamed and don't feel embarrassed if you failed at something. I want you to share with us a time that you failed. There's nothing wrong with failing. Miss Walsh has failed before. I know Miss Lopez has probably failed before. We've all failed before. And so go ahead, share a time that you failed at something. Maybe it was a sport, like during a game. Maybe it was a test. Maybe it was something with a friend, right? We have our different failures, and so just make sure that you think of one, and type it here, as well as tell me how did you feel when it happened, as well as what happened after you failed. So your feelings and then what happened afterwards. And then lastly, you have just your parent questionnaire. I noticed some parents have already finished it, which is awesome. Miss Walsh did add a question to the questionnaire. So just so you know, I'm going to return all the questionnaires that were already turned in, because I needed to add that other question. So if you guys can just be the awesome scholars you are, take responsibility. Let your parents know that they need to complete this questionnaire. I'm going to email and message them as well, but I'm looking to you guys to make sure that you talk to your parents and make sure that they complete that, just so I know what I need to know to make sure that we have a successful year. And that's going to be it for today. I'm so excited to see you guys at our Zoom. Remember, it's at 9 o'clock. You just click this little Zoom button right here. You can also find it under our links tab, and it's going to be that purple button. And that's going to be it. All right, D1, I can't wait to see you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.